Our third award is for a person who tends to work behind the scenes in the Libertarian Party, our Producer of Liberty Award. It's for a dedicated, behind-the-scenes libertarian whose quiet labors over the years exemplifies the backbone of the Libertarian Party. And the award this year goes to Larry Johnson. As Emily indicated earlier, Larry is an elected partisan official here in Ypsilanti Township on the Parks Board. He joined the Libertarian Party of Michigan in 2000. He signed up at an information booth at the Ann Arbor Art Fair, and ever since then that's been one of his pet projects to man booths, not only at the art fair but elsewhere. He's held all the offices in the Washtenaw County affiliate of the Libertarian Party and has been its membership director for a long time. I know he's been a delegate to a number of Libertarian Party national conventions this year, this past decade, since he joined the party. And he's always willing to lend a hand when you need that volunteer, and that's why we're honoring him.
He was the only one surprised.
Would you like to say something, Larry?
I would just like to say thank you. It's nice to be recognized for all the hard work you do. I haven't held all the positions yet. I've been the chair, the membership director, and the secretary. So I'm still missing vice chair and treasurer.
We can remedy that.
Since David Littman is going to speak tonight about impact issues in the upcoming campaign season, Emily thought it might be appropriate that wearing my political director hat, I talked a little bit about campaigns in the Libertarian Party. We did pretty good this year. As Emily indicated, Andy was reelected to Hazel Park City Council. Earlier this year in May, we also had Bruce Gosling be reelected to the Glen Oaks Community College Board. Over in Grand Rapids, its affiliate PAC, for lack of a better term, the Kent County Families for Fiscal Responsibility, defeated a transit millage in a very close vote. As we indicated earlier, Mark Byrne came very close in his race to being reelected. John Cruz came in a strong second for a seat on the Mount Clemens School Board. Tom Wren up in Big Rapids in West Michigan took 8% of the vote in a city council race. And Greg Merle ran in the recent state senate special election. That was a partisan race. He only took 1%, but he got quite a lot of media for his participation in that race. We also need to thank two retirees. Mark Owen did not run for re-election in Owasso this year, and neither did David Eisenbacher run for re-election in Troy, but those were two strong libertarians who accomplished a lot in their service to their communities. Looking forward for the 2010 campaign, we've got pretty much the same priorities that we had last time around in 2008. We want to recruit a full slate of statewide candidates and congressional candidates. The thing that's different this time around is one thing that National has really been providing new that we didn't have before is there are a tremendous number of people going to the National Libertarian Party website and either saying, hey, I want to run for office in Michigan, or hey, I want to volunteer and I'll do any of these number of things. They're answering a questionnaire, and one of those things might be run for office, and they'll say, yes, I run for office. So we've been collecting that information, And then we've also had a number of people, there's an incredible amount of passion out there among Tea Party and other activists seeing what's happening, particularly in Washington and also here in the state, of course. And at this point, I've been contacted by 99 different people who want to run for office in 2010 as a Libertarian. So now's the hard work of getting in touch with those people, which we'll do in conjunction with our local affiliates, talking to those people, seeing whether there really are Libertarians, people that we do want to put on our ticket, whether they are willing to sign on the dotted line and become a candidate at our convention next year in May. So we're really looking to not only fill up those statewide candidate races, but as we did last time, identify balance of power races where we'll get some media because we really can affect the outcome of the race. We're looking to identify local races where there might not be two old party candidates on the ballot, and we can consequently both get some media and really run up some big vote totals even if we don't win. As an example of this, I hold up what happened last year in Kent County, where we had an incumbent Republican running for sheriff. Democrats didn't even contest the seat. We put up John Stedman. He had yard signs and everything. He got 25% of the vote, and he was winning precincts left and right in inner city Grand Rapids, where people had a less than stellar impression of our county sheriff. We also want to look at races that, but because we choose our candidates after the Republicans and Democrats file for the primaries, we can look at races where there aren't enough candidates on the ballot. So, yeah, you know, if you put your name in there, you got a good chance of getting elected, absent a write-in. And we want to do some active races too. We'd like to find at least one state rep district where we really put some time and energy into it, and you know, even think of the possibility of winning a race. We want to concentrate on some local races at the county commission level where we do have a chance to win those races. And we propose to do that by doing some of the same things we did last time. We'll offer every candidate a website who wants one. You know, all you got to do is provide me a photo of yourself and your contact information, and I'll put up a website for you. Last time around we did template websites for congressional candidates and legislative candidates. We'll do the same thing this time. We've got all these volunteers. We'll match volunteers in your local area with you if you want to run as a candidate. We'll draw on that volunteer list in order to get you support that you specifically request for things like phone banking. We'll provide, like we did last time, candidate training. But there are a number of things that we really do plan to do, and the first step in all of this, though, is if you haven't already expressed an interest in running for office this time around, please do so. Please send me an email or give me a call.